Welcome back to the channel. Monica Love here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from the 14th to the 20th of February. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. All right, so Capricorn, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge here is the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So your challenge here, Capricorn, has a lot to do with the Nine of Cups energy in reverse. I do feel there's something in your life that has been very, very dissatisfying for you, okay? You are not satisfied with this situation. It has led to a lot of disappointment here. There's a big disappointment here right now, okay? And that's your challenge. There's something here that has been disappointing. It's been dissatisfying for you. It's, you know, and it's something you haven't accepted yet. It's been very challenging for you to accept this. We're going to clarify your challenge and get more information on this in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Six of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. So I'm really strongly getting in the recent past, there's something here about, you know, you believing in the past that you were going to have success. It's like, yes, I'm going to be successful. Yes, everyone's going to look up to me. Yes, everybody's going to want this. Six of Wands is about somebody who everybody looks up to. It's like they're successful. They could be famous here. I feel like in the recent past, there was some sort of issue where things started to dry up. It's like the situation that you thought was great and amazing kind of turned out not to be. So something that you thought was one way may have became something different, completely different, okay? I'm also getting with the Four of Swords here, there was a lot of healing. There was a lot of avoiding healing or needing to heal, needing to kind of go within and do the inner work. So we're going to clarify and get more information on that in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. I feel like there's a conflict in the present moment. Like there's a lot of cutthroat energy. There's a lot of opposing opinions here in the present moment. I feel like in the present moment, whoever this is, I don't know if this is you or your person, we're going to clarify and see, but somebody here is super defensive. They're like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to confront this. I don't want to deal with it. Get away from me. I don't want to deal with this. And the thing is, Capricorn, there's a decision that has to be made about this situation. It's like you need to decide on what's going to happen in this situation because it can't continue to go on like this, okay? So if there's been a lot of conflict, if there's been a lot of opposing opinions here, you may need to make a decision about this situation because juggling this situation and, you know, just saying to yourself, oh, it's just going to work out. It's going to work out. No. You got to confront something here in the present moment, okay? And we're going to find out more about that when we clarify. Now, in the near future, you have the Five of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Empress. There's that cutthroat energy again. You have two very opposing perspectives here. Now, one of the things I want to mention to you before I explain the near future, you are going to have in your sign, astrologically coming up, very important message, hopefully you're hearing. You're going to have Mercury and Pluto astrologically conjunct, okay? That means you have the planet of the mind and you have the planet of transformation coming together. When these two planets come together, which is, you know, doesn't happen every day, but when they do come together, you are going to have to communicate about certain changes that need to be made, changes that are going to change everything, okay? And that's something that's going to happen around February 15th. So you need to be prepared for those changes because there may be an announcement or there may be some sort of communication about certain changes that need to take place, which is going to change the outcome of these conflicts that have been brewing in your life. Okay. Now in the near future, like I said, it looks like there's a conflict. There's some sort of opposing forces here, cutthroat energy here in the near future. And it looks like somebody here is going to be releasing themselves from it. They're going to be moving away from the situation because they can't handle it anymore. Okay. And what I see here, what's beautiful is that when you decide to finally disconnect from the situation, it's going to lead to a lot of growth for you. It's going to lead you to realize, you know, maybe it is time for me to, you know, go off on my own, do my own thing, and find a way to nurture myself, because there's something here about you constantly being in this conflict or argument or, you know, opposing forces all the time. Okay. Now, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Queen of Wands, Eight of Swords, King of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So what you don't see coming is the fact that something here has not been equal. It's been one-sided, very one-sided. Six of Pentacles in reverse is about not giving to something, being very stingy or closed off from it. I feel like somebody here is withdrawn from you. You've withdrawn from them. If you've been in a relationship, there's been a lot of distance between you and this person. I do feel like somebody here is still getting over some sort of past pain here. They may have not told you this, or this may be you. And as a result of that, that has led to some sort of separation or a emotional mental disconnect. Okay, get more of a mental disconnect. It's like somebody's there but they're not there. It's like they're tuned out. Okay, I'm getting that this is going to affect your finances. This is going to affect your ability to have some sort of long-term commitment or connection. So what you don't see coming is that the more you ignore something, the more you're one-sided, the more you're like, no, I want this, I want, but you're not willing to give back, that is going to affect you, okay? And it's just going to lead to more pain. So for many of you, what you don't see coming is you need to release yourself from this. You need to release yourself from being isolated. You need to release yourself from being in this place of, you know, constantly being in mental anguish. It's mental. It's like a mental anguish. Okay. This is Mercury and Pluto conjunct in your sign. This is a test for you. Okay. So for many of you, you need to recognize something here within your mind that needs to change. Something here within your mental, your mental forum, okay, if you know what I mean, okay, your communication, the way you communicate, the way you think, that's what's holding you back. That's what's keeping you separated from the other side, okay? So it's very important that you recognize how this is going to impact you. It's not going to just impact the relationships, but it's going to impact everything else here, okay? So what you don't see coming is a need for you to change your mental perception. The way you think and the way you are portraying yourself is something that you need to identify here, okay? And that's something that I feel you don't see coming. Now, let's get into your reading and let's see what's going on for you. Let's clarify your challenge. Okay, so your challenge, the Nine of Cups in reverse, is clarified by the World, the Six of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So right now, your biggest challenge has a lot to do with something here that you're not satisfied with. There's been a lot of dissatisfaction. There's been a lot of energy of feeling like, you know, it's just, there's so much disappointment here. There's a lot of unsatisfaction, or to not be satisfied is what I'm getting here. There's something here that happened in the past, Capricorn, that you may need to put behind you. You need to accept it. You need to accept that the situation has happened. I feel like you closed something out here with someone from your past, or you still need to close something out here that happened in the past. And it may be difficult for you to do that, okay? So even though you're in a place of not being satisfied, not feeling fulfilled in something here, you need to recognize why that is the case. The reason why you feel that way, okay, is because something here in the past happened that you haven't put behind you. You haven't closed the situation out. You haven't really, you know, cut through this situation. Okay, so it's difficult. I know you don't want to end it. I know you may be kind of ignoring it, but that's the reason why you're dissatisfied. So your biggest challenge here is to resolve something here that happened in the past, close it out completely and do it very quickly. Do not waste time. The Knight of Swords doesn't waste time. And that's why your challenge here is the Nine of Cups, because the more you're stubborn or the more you're in this place of, it's like you're trying to take blood from a stone. That's what I'm getting here. And it's like, no, you need to close something out from the past. And again, that's the only way you're going to find satisfaction. You have to accept something here. Okay. There's something here you need to accept that happened in the past. It's done. It's finished. Cut it off. Stop trying to relive this situation. It's just going to bring more and more dissatisfaction to you. Okay. So this is your challenge. This is what I'm seeing. Now let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Six of Wands in the recent past. Okay, so the Six of Wands is clarified by the Five of Cups. You have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So in the recent past, I'm really strongly getting here that, you know, a lot of you made it very clear what you wanted to do. You made it very clear. You even invested a lot of time and energy into this. I feel like there was a disappointment here in the past because something that you thought was going to work out the way you thought it was, it didn't work out the way you wanted it to. Okay. I feel like somebody here left or abandoned you, or you felt abandoned in some sort of situation. And that kind of changed, it kind of changed the whole entire direction of where this situation was going in the past. Tell me more about the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Swords. You have the Three of Swords and the Page of Swords. So I see here in the recent past for many of you, there's a really strong energy here of deception, lies, somebody here not being honest. It really caused a lot of pain, and somebody here left. It's like they disconnected from it because they didn't want to confront it. Okay, this could have been you, could have been your person, but take it as it resonates. So somebody here disconnected, it's like they needed to do research or they needed to kind of analyze the situation, but they couldn't do that with, you know, they couldn't analyze or look into the situation. They needed to disconnect from it to see something for what it truly was. And I feel like a lot of you also disconnected because you needed to heal as well too from something here in the past. Okay. So I feel like something here failed or didn't really go the way that you wanted it to in the recent past. Now in the present moment, I feel there's still a conflict and you're avoiding it. You're like, oh, I don't want to deal with this. Whatever, it's, you know, it's going to go away eventually. No, it's not. Nope, it's not. There's a conflict and you're going to have to decide. Okay. So let's find out more about this conflict. Why is it happening and what's going on? Tell me more about the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is clarified by the Two of Cups. You have the Hermit and the Six of Wands. So I feel like there's been a conflict within a relationship that you're in. Again, there's two sides. There's your side and your person's side. I feel like this conflict has made you go into this hermit mode, like really thinking and analyzing. This conflict that's happening in the present moment has a lot to do with this idea that you had in the past about success. You had this very clear cut idea. It's like, I'm going to do this, 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 and this, and I'm going to be successful. And then when things changed and they didn't go the way that you wanted to, that may be something that you're being confronted with in the present moment. So there's changes happening in your connection right now. And the direction of this connection is going to change depending on the decision you make and what you decide to do moving forward. Now, tell me more about the Seven of Wands in the present moment for Capricorn. The Seven of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Moon, and the Justice. So I'm really strongly getting, again, in the present moment, there's something here that has been hidden. whoever this person is, this is the other person. So there's you and then the other person. The other person feels like they need justice in some sort of situation that happened between you and them. So if there's been some sort of unfair situation or something here has been kind of closed off, I feel like, again, when Pluto conjuncts Mercury on the 15th of February, there's going to be some sort of justice. There's going to be some sort of news or information. And again, depending on when you watch this reading, you know, this could happen now or in the near future. So I feel like something's been hidden. It hasn't been set right. And, you know, there may be a decision that you have to make deciding on, you know, how this situation is going to be resolved, because there is some sort of like justice that needs to be served here in the present moment. And somebody here is keeping it quiet. It's very hush hush. It's like the moon. It's like, let's not talk about it. Let's not, but you have to, because something here needs to be set right. And the more you hide from the situation, Capricorn, the more you leave yourself in this place of isolation, delusion, you know, turning a blind eye to something. It's like you can't hide from it. It's like Scorpio reading. You can't hide from the situation. You have to confront something here, even though you're pushing it away. Okay, so what is this decision all about that you have to make in regards to this connection where there's conflict, disagreements, justice needs to be served? Tell me more about the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Chariot, the Sun, and the Six of Pentacles. You need to make a decision on how you're going to make something fair, how you're going to give something in order to bring the situation back to balance. Because right now, the decision that you're making in the present moment has a lot to do with how you're planning on moving forward. How are you planning to shed light and bring warmth to the situation so it's not cold and you know, stressful. There's something here that's stressful, and it's like, yeah, we want to move forward now. We want to move forward. We want to get going with what we need to get going with. But you have to decide. It's going to be your decision, right? The more you delay this, and the more you're stubborn, the more, you know, you're just creating more dissatisfaction, not only for yourself but for everybody else, okay, or the person that you're dealing with. Now, in the near future, it looks like you're deciding to disconnect from something here, and the reason why you're disconnecting from it is because, again, it's become so. It's like a battle here in the near future. Five of Swords is like a battle. It's like everybody is like, there's like so much like conflict, opposing points of view, and it's just become messy here. So you may decide to just retreat again. You may decide to just get out and leave. Why does this conflict keep happening for you? Why is this Five of Swords always showing up in your readings? Tell me more. All right, so the Five of Swords in the near future is clarified by the King of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Three of Wands. There's something here in the near future that you're going to have to accept. It's not going to get any better, okay? There's somebody here who's ignoring. There's like ignoring. I'm going to ignore this. It's going to go away. I'm going to ignore it. No, you can't ignore this. This situation needs to move to the next phase now. It's ready to move to the next phase. Three of Wands is moving to the next phase. So this person may be offering you something. They may be offering, but you're ignoring it. And again, that's what's leading to some sort of conflict. Tell me more about the Six of Swords. What's the important message here for Capricorn in the near future? So the Six of Swords is clarified by, you have the Seven of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Devil. Yeah, you see, you are running away from the confusion. You're running away from the toxicity. You want to move into a new direction, Capricorn. That's what it looks like. But there's something here that you're going to have to confront. And when you're prepared and ready to confront the situation, what it's going to lead to is you being able to finally move into this new direction. Okay. So resolving some sort of confusion or getting clear on how you want to move forward is really something that you need to do. The Devil is your energy. This is you. Okay. And there's something here that you need to confront. You need to confront and resolve some sort of confusion that has been created in the near future. Okay. And that's what's going to lead to growth. And you may need to, by the way, Capricorn, you may need to retreat again. You may need to disconnect from the situation again in order to look at it from a different perspective, because there's too much noise. There's too much confusion in the near future that I see happening here. Okay. So let's get some advice for you. What is the advice? Okay, so your biggest piece of advice moving forward is the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Three of Swords. Okay, so your biggest piece of advice moving forward, Capricorn, has a lot to do with you accepting something here. The more you turn a blind eye to it, the more you ignore it, the more you remain in your head about the situation and think it's going to resolve itself, the more you're going to be in pain. Okay, Three of Swords is a painful energy. It's a painful energy in the heart. Okay, so there's something here about the other person showing up. The Queen of Wands is the other person. Maybe it's a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I'm also getting air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You need to confront the pain that has been created between you and this person. You need to confront this situation. Stop running from it, okay? Identify it and find a solution. But don't run, hide, and, ignore it. Because all you're doing is you're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting the other person as well too, okay? So identify the issue, confront it, and that's when you're going to be able to move forward, okay? So Capricorn, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.